Assalamu alaikum. You're welcome to another edition of Gidan Kawa Baina TV. Kuna kalomo on Facebook at Baina TV. Kuma kan YouTube ke kalomo is Baina TV. Ni na Fati White. Yo kuma tare da ni na Mardiyah Adam, sorry. Mardiyah Adam da kuma Salma lad Mutawakil. Wanda ta muna makeup, this face beat, our makeup, our veil style and all that. It's a finesse glam. Tana Madina Zongo Janshi yellow signboard. Do one that can name makeup, aka deke da aure, aka da menene. Kukira finesse glam. Tana Madina Zongo Janshi. Yo, topic na namu discuss kan shine abubuwan da amace e kamata ta sani kamin ta ce kama da lalle okay wanga wani kaza na aure shi abinda muke gani, because some of us we've heard and we've seen. Yes, and I know some of viewers not concern all these things. Maybe my confuse my it's as we are talking about this, we would like to hear being the that she who for the tare the one topic na muke discuss. You can not delve into topic na we discuss yo. Now so read something that we came across on social media. Where come on bam. Tukunan kache yes, tukunan kayawe. Ya kamata. Kai da partner ka ke da mijinki ko miji na daki aure saurayinki ya kamata ku yi batun bills. Maybe that's related to foreign, but then you should discuss bills. Parenting styles.
It's
yeah. Parenting styles, credit, debt, religion, how to deal with family, what belief will be instilled in your children, childhood traumas, sexual expectations, family health, history, mental health, history, dream home, careers and education, political views, and whatever you think comes to mind, because love is never enough for marriage. It's I've been another video gonna wake on by into Kulanka our all the kina son sorry inki ya kamata kila shi kuiba tum ya daku renew ya ronku ya daku da yake girma ya aka rene shi me happened da yake girma, like kind of experience, mental history she even anger issues and all those things. Ya kamata ki discuss ke da saurayinki tukunan ku check mad okay mu yanzu mu yi aure. It's our ladies. We'll start with Salma.
okay.
Pretty one, the
So
orange one.
like yeah, for the love is not enough. Yeah, kitchen. So yeah, beach cover, my aureba, like it's like you love the person. Now what?
I'm a first of based on I've been read the I've been muke gani cikin ungwanimu kuna gan kamar these things suna mata ko suna accounts for abin da samu mutane ke aure su fita.
Kingamba, you said sexual preference. You talked about
sexual expectation.
You talked about family health. You talk about mental health. You talk about paying bill and stuff like that. Yanzuba, muna cikin zongon da even tsakanin yara da iyaye firan sex, firan yaki, like those petty things that it's not really there. Like kama kin tashi da safe you adore shape mom ki tashi make you samun ki ba komban ya kare, the person is not pushing for more ba komban ya kare mama shi kenan, it's okay. Am I if a parent is very observant yo Gianna make you samun ki je make kachi kinchi wani abu kuma ne, those specific things that tambaya na shi zai bar a san kaman lele there's something wrong.
It's a one day argument, Mardiyah. One day argument that be some with that kind of experience, but machine aspire to do something like that. It's a either machine aspire kamadi, a year get close to the end. Yakama they discuss with either the sorrow and Yakma the see if you want not to see
our relationship with parents one non closeness na cake is on like him monkey fear and I kick a just come like if I was school to come kind of fear and one number. Because of that, I would like to have that with my children. And I would like to discuss that with the man I'll be getting married. Like, we want to feed us and we are really caring. And I said, need a shima one up, Nadam, and so it's come on, problem in a kega. She went, I don't know, issue a kid, she may have here, very Ghani, but she can't care. Especially the health side, and it's very important. When the machine, the AS, does this, and genotype like a kid, actually, AS. Kill my AS ni. Meet don't move phone and lava mu do check mu jamiari. After what next? Mu have ya look some kilos because some sickle cell. So you have before make a father dating because unless you're just dating for fun. But if you know that you're dating the person and you know that you're dating him or her so that it will lead to marriage, you have to call your son one type and now. Shapa one of my acquisition know the HIV status, the hepatitis B status is very important, and the blood group is very important. Not so some time ago, I'm O positive. I'm not a crashing. Janet Amalish when I'm booking a come on. Medication now, she always says she has not O positive. Am I doing the ulcer? Be a better genie. She now when I get to Tamala, I'll meet him. She's in the hospital. There was no one to give the blood to him. And about hospital bad Ginny. And she's O positive. There was no blood to give her or anything. So you can't give a different blood to O positive. Or this is either O positive or negative coronavirus. I'm not sure of that one. I went straight to the hospital. I can check in now. And they took the blood. I didn't even go to the rest and catch the gene. I can't get them man on my table way. It's a nest. Me and I came and hoota, and I didn't check the gene about when you finger and came hoota. The girl was dying. She needed blood. Can check. So you should know, let you know that my spouse, if I'm is it they have B A something plus, B they have the O positive, they have the B something other ones in Nakoros hospital, they don't even want to require the blood at all. They will tell you we don't need you, we have it. They want some other blood like O positive and O negative at the hospital. So at least know that your spouse is this kind of person. So you know that you can Gidan come and take a hospital only in case of any emergency. You know that you can go to your spouse for it, you can go to your sister for it. So it's very important. Check blood group.
Salma. Yakazo kama mental health history nation. Why do you think Kamadi another important to understand mental health history nation?
Like it's simple. Come on,
but in the
just
first place, what is mental health first?
Madam, answer.
Answer the question. The question should answer the question.
You know, once we not do mental health as maybe machine as
mental health history has nothing to do with
so it depends.
Okay, it's something to do with how
mental health is all about your character, your behavior, your mood swings, what makes you
react
to things. Exactly. That's basically
your mood swings.
Exactly. That's the basic definition of mental health. So
like as the person, the first day the person will stop you, ever you meet your partner and the person stops you and collect your number, you don't really know the person then. So as you are talking to the person, you need to be picking up on certain things.
If I ask me, like
those are like the icebreakers. Let's say the first day after King Cake, testing key. How are you? What's your full name? Aging key. Like those are the icebreaker. The moment the person starts asking you one kind of questions, you should anchor in a bike. Okay, this person is interested in knowing more about me. So 3 days down the line, the conversation should progress from there.
Some people know come on. There are questions like this and they come out of September, but come on in every for every person number for the mental health issue of the person. It's like it can be machine come on bam. Oh, it's a inkai fushi ya kake. Or hold on. I know you want to know. It's an inkafushi yakake. She may she chemki kamamba. Oh, ni den fushi de. Na issue born react. Like Nina only cover in for the shade English. How would you tell for a fact my day? Yeah, is it healthy? Yeah, the machine they react. In the kill could be the kill, and how do you manage it?
The thing is, first of all, keen anything about it? Do you know, like, what is mental health? Do you have a fair idea what it is about? Kinsan, they didn't cover, they didn't. Do you know? So sometimes, before we even ask somebody a question, we need to educate ourselves. So if I'm asking you about how you are when you go, like, you are mad, I don't want to use mad, like kai fushi, like how you react. Now, sometimes Nina again fushi, I detach myself from the space that fushi is.
In a kinky from environment.
I'm not all the time, because sometimes before I'll say what's on my mind. I'll just bring it out before I move out. Sometimes the hands will move before the brain will.
You get it.
And it's we're not questioning me. There are some questions when you ask me, I'll tell you, come on, but I can't give you a full answer because depends on the situation.
It's in situations like situations Salma, take a check on my day. Even if cat and data, she may not be able to tell you unless one be after. It's a marathon de kiki, but you kiki a date. Ko no me the kiki a date. You must tell matabaki an answer like this. Kisa kamade. You have to test waters. No, you yes, test the waters. Even if you have to set up one small argument, it's okay to machine they react because pushing one.
And like you see sometimes 3 days down the conversation, you can't just up and ask the person, like you see, but as time goes on and you see yourself falling for this person, you see yourself getting emotionally attached to this person, those are the time that you start asking yourself those questions. Sometimes like you've been dating for long, and dating for that long, no, you don't really spend like much time in the same space. It's like you guys are mostly talking on phone and whatnot.
Often it's about something
experience the person in person. I don't know if I'm gonna get like sometimes, but
because the situation is different.
It's different. King and Ba, if like Yonzo Kangaba, Mukunga, mostly when we are going to meet is here on set.
Yeah. And
we know each other per our talk, per what we see this person post on their status.
Yeah.
When we come and meet together here, we learn certain things again. You see the thing, like you learn that okay, this person is going to tie a shoelace. She ties it like this. Those are key things that over the phone you not see.
Exactly.
You see the thing. So if that's why going out on dates are important. As you are talking on phone, once in a while you meet up.
Yeah.
You go to a different place, see how the person carry themselves in that place. If somebody provokes that person in a particular, how that
sometimes some people have mental health without even know they are walking around with it.
Yeah.
If you just joined us, kuna call Gidan Kawa on Baina TV. Ina nangatari da Salma Mutawakil da kuma Mardiyah adults muna about some conversations to have tukunenki amin check madaki aure monan saurayin kina. Da muka fara mu batun so far dai mu batun mental health machine. It's a in the machine, the machine can react in the machine a fushi ko kika mai one up bude ya faru tsakanin ku wani abubuwa ka ya kamata ki understand yanda machine dai ki zauna da machine kan da they react she they determine okay ki average ko ki average because when it's in situation like that machine is abusive in a situation like that. And back to the conversation, girls. Mardiyah, me batun family history. Kina gan ya kamata ki san background, family background machine, and how you answer that first. The next question would be too.
Yeah, so it's important to know a little family history of the person. now read on this story, another reading, I don't remember. Guy and the other proposed my girl, and come on, you're not dating girl on the name. Before he marries her, he must take her to his hometown, to his family, for her to sleep over for a week before she comes back. Gidan, family house, and they are so rich, and I think they are into share butter or something to produce. When she got there, she realized that Martin and Luca, I got workers, and the workers were all females. And when you talk to them, they don't mind you. So you come out zombie, that kind of zombie thing. Magana. So she came out and she went to ask someone about the family from another, because it was strange for another person or someone like a grown-up man. She mentioned you care for the matter. So I think she keep pushing and pushing when she's about to get married to the guy. And she came to spend some time going now. She and a guy named Mutawakil that come out to good because family now. They will marry you when you come. They'll make you a laborer. You have to work for them. And then they'll tell your family that, oh, you're around or you're not from, you've traveled. True. But you family mission can travel back here around. Those Anka cars, they suduka, they are part of the way working for the family. So I think they have this rituals they do. Once they do it on you, you become abnormal and then you be working for them. So it's not export kind, so they were so rich because of that. So this girl quickly didn't eat from the family. She tell herself to come back to her family, and she wanted an advice as to what she do. The guy doesn't know she's aware of it. So I think I even commented and I said she should just leave the town to a different time, change her number, and let her sister tell the guy that she's traveled out of town. And then that's it. After some time, you will just move on.
Okay. So
that's it's important to know a little about the family. Don't have also kind of
it's like so a follow-up question to what before you follow-up question to question that being Mardiyah. It's an indeki kasan kaman family shinga. Suna wala kantamata kode one girl samari da ake aure nan. Family suka inka aure cikin family nan. In baki wasa ba. It's either ba su duban yalinsu ko kuwa ika wasa answer kinki. Such a man, when do you go check my lucky machine now so you can't find own machine now machine be behave yenda aka family she can behave in a situation like that. Can't follow abin da kika ji but on family she or is the love and the what you are seeing from the guy.
What you read, no, it says love is not enough. Please, love is not enough. Don't like Yonzuba. Yes, chances come on the person is not like their family is high. Yeah, but the question is, are you willing to risk that? Ki so kite kizama be mi kidade sheki komu. Like someone like me like this, no. I know in my head that I don't want to divorce. I don't want situation come up.
But so that when the kids on in they check my machine and say
I get it.
Everyone wants to go in.
I get it. But if you don't back your son Kirobu after Kiyaurina, before you go into it, you have to make sure that this is the one. I don't know if you are getting.
Come on, you should be learning from divorce cases like EKG.
Like, it's like at the end of the day, before you make a decision, you need to write the good thing about it and the bad thing about it. If the good outweighs the bad, then you can go into it. Me like this, no. I think that's why, like, I've been single because now, like, I'll look at your behavior. The moment I see a lot of red flags, and the red flags, no, there is no way I can compromise myself and be like, don't assume me, Shesa.
But some this is his family. They say the family they have some attitude of honor with not treating their wives well. She is different. You can't judge him based on his family.
I know that, but how, Kingdom Bar, sometimes bar families, the pressure that family can give you, it's too much. Kingdom Bar, there are some people that they've never experienced poverty before. Even though they are in middle class, they've never experienced staying with no money. So let's take this example. You are with this guy, and his family is like what you said, that story.
Yeah.
And you are with him, and he's like, he told you that I'm not like my family. So to prove that I'm not like my family, I'm going to fall back from my family. Now. She a black legs thing chicken family. So the family money is no more coming to you. Maybe at that moment you were working in the family business, so you have to go and
income work. Stop.
work outside. All these things are challenge you, because right now you are telling the guy to leave everything he knows because he loves you, so you can start afresh somewhere. For some it works. I'm want to be a ye like Meshia fushi the key, like yeah even like Meshia Miki psychological reverse. Yeah, tell me come back. If you love me enough, endure. Kinga and Baina. So that part now, what will you do?
You work out.
So like before you make decisions, can they come on like kids nah ben you see that you check the whole one guy. It's before the conversation before marriage, right? It's if let's say the girl tells the guy that I heard like your family, this is what they do. Chances say he will deny his high.
Of course.
Yeah.
Sometimes maybe two he'll tell like yes, this is what
maybe 2 3 people
Mother,
are
he
like
said
that.
you
Not
have
everyone is
evidence.
like that.
everybody is like that. Not everybody is like that. So you can pitch in a scenario. So if everybody is not like that and you are not like that, what are you going to do if we get married to protect me, the one you love? Medaki. So what the person will tell you.
Then you make your you draw conclusion
Exactly.
from it.
So you as if you are judging the person.
Before we get to the last part of this conversation, kuna kalon Gidan Kawa on Baina TV. Muna batung conversations to have to connect ichi. Yanzu de na yi ready. Nyawre. No matter pressure the case from iyayenki, from society nki kan kamare ki aure wannan saurayi. Try ki sai ki zauna ki wanga fira. The discussion about non-negotiable things, it's as amachi. Yakmalaki have a table of your non-negotiable things. It's a maybe kina kamadi. Nina so na mijin the case Salma. At least the ba na mijin ba Muslimin da suna bo. I check my day suna shi Razak ya end bo. But yanku ba ce Razak Ali da ke. It's a nina so Razak in the case Salma. At least a few ayats in the Quran ya ye karanta. She kuma maybe a ce Razak ne ina aiki. Wani irin aiki yake yi wannan kuma halal means or whatever stable financial kina the non-negotiable things that kike need from namijin na. It's I can have this your non-negotiable things. Then you come shikidoki namijin exoki ajish. Okay, I think you have A, B, and C. You don't have D, E, and F. D, E, and F. Now you let it go. Kunayan continue. Kuma after that, both of you need to come and sit down. Shekwi Batum, you're in the down way. What are the key virtues in the that will build our mukai? You get it? It's a 1 year check Mardiyah build our range on trust. As we said, so is not enough. Trust, honesty. Communication is that these are conversations in Magana. You want to have a how do we settle this issue? Are we sitting down to talk about it? Are we giving it time? Are we involving people? All these things. And I think this question is something that I need to ask. Okay, both of you answer. Yes. Nami Jamaica gun come on. Nami Jamaica steady come on. She the more she sooner the close. You like me, the thing is, if the meeting they can close the more she, it's an advantage to the number she. Because you didn't respect the more she, in a honor more she. You get a fair, you treat it fair. When the meeting, I've been the day for Duka. Everything the day for man now. Is that something that you should look out for?
Like, you can't really come between a relationship between a mother and a child.
Yeah.
Whether boy or girl, you can't come. But it's like this. If situation comes up between Daki and Aurem, right? It's something small. It's not something huge. It's something that we can settle between us. And we try to settle it, or we don't settle it, or I do something to you that you didn't like. Instead of telling me, you go and sit by your mom and be like, second and the third fabric chimapo, that's how my day watching. And if the mom too is somebody who is so dramatic, then be like yeah, the fabric chima, so you see that. So as a child, you should know how your mom is. You know, we know that they can exaggerate. Like soon magana there is a simple.
No, drag it.
You as their child, Mapo, you know, come on, Wanga. So if you know your mom is like that, and maybe once upon a time she has already whispered something in your ears that she doesn't like about your spouse, I don't think you should go and tell her something like this when you know, come on, should capitalize on it and make it uncomfortable for your wife. You see that thing? It's sometimes yavi mutambia kaimu inya kaima kana ya mean daddy before decide come na ima jianwani or
yeah, I get you. For me, for instance, I get attracted to men who treat their mom well. I get attracted to men who take their mom as well, because I don't joke with my mom. Okay, listen, if automatically you want me to like you, and then from our conversation I realize that you're talking about
the men who are watching honestly,
I love my mom so much that even I would love to take my husband's mom as my mom.
Every woman should take
and I don't mind if he wants to buy something for her, would I even buy it for me? It depends on the station too. But if he buys for that's his mom, I can never stop him from buying anything for me. I am not in competition with them. So if he wants to even buy a car for her and not buy for me, it's not my problem. But then if you want a situation, issue Gidan between you and he and I, we need to sit down and trash it out. Unless it's getting out of hand, then you can now bring his mom in. Then let's see we now see who we can bring in from the family that can help us solve it. About so come as if I should die you know. Some men are like that, but you wouldn't even know unless you are married to them.
No, but some of them, they show the signs when you are dating them.
No, like some, not all, but some of them sometimes we should know, come on, but acquire miss signals. Sometimes you are far away, you see things in certain way, but when you come closer, it's different.
And talk is cheap. People know how to talk.
Yeah.
Yes. People say things they don't mean. Unless you come and live with the person, then you don't know that so this guy was saying there's no way it's not even true. Or what you are saying can I mean I make a fitting number.
So like actually I keep telling myself come on back because I don't want to in then in Wanga. There are certain things you need to be patient with. Come on, Sakanja, I read this story on I think Ikra also. This girl, she's in a second marriage. And she said the first one, although the husband certified her sexually, he was abusive. He was abusive. And my second one and the salmon, she kega treating her alright. The only thing is
sexual satisfaction.
He doesn't tidy up. He wants her to blow him, but wouldn't know.
It's nasty.
You see, I'm not trying to say that. I'm not trying to encourage divorce. Divorce is not haram in Islam. The fact that you're married the first time, it didn't work out, you're married the second time. If it's not working out and you think you cannot stay in it and you think Islamically you can move out, you can still try.
No, but some people
they're not supposed to marry one. Some people
Mardiyah, I get what you are saying. Amade, in an instance like this, Bake ba buduru abani. King face abuse in your first marriage. It's in no way way to stay in that abusive mark. Maybe to connect the our relation. I'm not claiming that she something she didn't do, but maybe, but the find out come out how anger issues and she didn't know about it. The Kuma family history she aka relation because namijin wonder in your give much family in the baba in a do come attention in a colon a do come attention in a colon much baba na zuba the kayan she waje when you be the kishi the day check my day stand but my she and much my call you I been there she may not but that's the form of love. So the person I'm coming he would move it to his marriage. She to face that thing. Take a face that in your second marriage before you entered. I think you should have learned something before you go because there's some cases on the move we are not married. We feel like based on divorce cases the Mukaji and what we've read around as Muna Fine Kamadi. Ya kamata ki some family history machine. Yendaka train machine that they give ma. Yanda keeping your sexual expectations. You already know the thing, so you should have a talk about
you see
how
the thing is
that was even
people are not even comfortable having certain conversations right now. King and Bad.
But you should feel comfortable to talk about sex with your partner.
No. And I don't think it's only the sex. She said the man doesn't tie it up. And has she spoken to him? What has he done about it?
Yeah,
apparently she talked to him about him at least when he comes back from work. He should go and take a shower before. But it is like let's do it, then I'll bath preko. Kingan. So she's like, it is sweat, wanga duka. So maybe when she started talking to him and I want to that he smells nice. Kingan. Instead of going to shower, clean yourself before you can. Like sometimes
you just get a family involved somewhere involved. The
men put in the effort.
As for this conversation there, it's either we continue behind it or we come back and talk about it again. Amadi with someone that I keep our Yazanga Nina come across a lot of people talking about last time we had a conversation about health, personal hygiene and vaginal and penis health. And even I got personal one where guys were pushing for just button one time. And Nina, this is something that before when the kiki go out with, you should talk about this thing. Charlie, are you doing bathing 2 times or bathing 1 time? Let's talk and decide about this thing. Because it's very important. In the case of the back cake handle one day one cup, so would that before. So certain conversations, not just talk about it. You are getting married, maybe you don't have any experience about sex, it's about how this place will go, but that's understandable. Mother, you should read about it. So if you have fantasies about it, you guys can still talk about it.
The question is, as you are reading about it, is he reading about it?
Yeah, so you share information, you share and talk about it.
Communication or conversation is very difficult. People don't know how to communicate. When you talk, all they tell you is okay.
It's not we need to because of time.
I know before Wanga most a place to go to as married couple to cancel.
Some of them quite malaman the Suki offer things like you need to locate
this is something we need to advocate for. If there is a whole office that if you want to talk,
there are. If you look, I know research on counseling. I'm quite malaman the. Come on, and all the yes.
I know Salma too.
Counselors, so you just have to get in touch with them.
Because at the end of the day,
last thing, just one word. She's done. Okay. Me but some conversations to have. I've been there come out like sunny to go 90 hours one and sorry no munche kamamba. Keda shikuza una putembe kanku. Ya huke son ku reni yaran ku da da ku haifa in kwa yalla da ya kaddara bayan aure. Kuna son su shaku da ku ko kuna son yanda iyayenmu su bari like ba firan ba kisan abin da diyanki ke yi ba. There's a conversation. Okay, so ku reni yaran ku ya kamata ku have that conversation. Ya da ku ya ku maybe extra means of income. Yeah, that samu kudi. Yenda kuma family history. Yenda aka rene shi. One environment was it healthy? Is it something that could be the eke gani chicken family shi the kenda aka raising shi that she be swen yi kida kanki kenda aka rene ki wachi ne ba ki son ki wacin ke son ki ya kurka da ku zauna ku check mad okay hakan ga muka yi hakan ga ba think muka doki ka adopt yenda kadan wanga kadan ba mu yaran mu sun yi better than abinda mu muka experience ya eke handle fushin shi in yi fushi ya yi cin hannu ke annin shi mare ki ko kuwa zage ki ko kuwa ci ubanki like conversations nga ki tambaye shi in they wonder because in situations like that wanda dai ya ci hannu ya buga kin watakila ya gan wani abu ya faru yanda cikin family shi da yake girma ko cikin unguwan da ya tashi nan society but you need to know about it. It's a learn to know about things like that. Kuda kanku who identify Kamade as couple. May that could base our rank on Allah. Okay, we iman Allah. Everything is adin. We follow adin. How are we going to communicate? Trust level. How are we building our relationship? Kuma kisani as yamachi. Whatever expectations they we should know that it's not as rosy and glamorous as it is when you get married. You have to make the right decision. Right decision. It's okay, Sam, that perfect marriage that you want. It's a Salma Mutawakil, Mardiyah. Soon bude muna. Soon explain some of the things that we need to talk about. One that someone makeup, it's a finesse glam, tana Madina Zongo Junction, yellow signboard. Kuna kalon Gidan Kawa on Baina TV. Please put it on our Facebook page and on our YouTube page. Kuduba all our episodes so far, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel Baina TV, connected to your world. Bye. Fati White.
Oh, bye.